Assembly Member Arnold. Her question relates to modern-day slavery.
Thank you for this timely question, Chair Arnold. You'll know that I've seen the recent Evening Standard campaign on modern slavery. Modern slavery and the trafficking of people are truly appalling crimes. The Met has a central role in tackling modern slavery. In part, this is through its work nationally and internationally to tackle the organised criminal networks at the heart of trafficking and slavery. But equally, the Met has a key role in providing support for victims. They have one of the only dedicated modern slavery and kidnap units in the country, which deals with all referrals of modern slavery through the National Referral Mechanism. This unit works closely with the voluntary and community sector to identify the appropriate support for victims. As of August 2017, there have been 59 arrests made under modern slavery charges, and there were 88 arrests in total in 2016. Unfortunately, ascertaining prosecution numbers for modern slavery cases is complex. Offences can fall under a number of acts, even beyond the Modern Slavery Act, so it would be misleading to give a figure. What I can say is that since the Act came into force, we are aware of at least 6 cases in London resulting in convictions which have used the new legislation. So although it's still embedding, the Act does provide useful additional tools for enforcement. The Met are actively working to increase convictions. However, we need to be upfront that this is not something to be dealt with by the Met alone. In my police and crime plan, I've made a commitment to bring partners together to look at how we work collectively, sharing intelligence and best practice, and pooling resources to target our response. Via the London Modern Slavery Partnership Board, we are already building awareness of frontline professionals to identify victims, working with industries to make supply chains more transparent, and looking at how we target enforcement to pursue abuse that takes place on a smaller scale.
Thank you for that. I've got a couple of questions. Because of the need to raise awareness and share as much information as possible, will you look to ensuring that the work of the board and the work of all the meetings that you're having, the deputies having around this issue, is publicised as soon as possible? I'm sure we can find a mechanism of doing that.
Yes,
record. So that's great. Now, I welcome the commitment in the draft police and crime plan to establish the dedicated slavery single point of contact officer in each borough. Being realistic and where borough funds are, would you agree with me, if that post isn't funded by MOPAC, then what we would then have is really 1 or 2 boroughs maybe having this person, and that would be totally unacceptable given the seriousness of the situation.
I agree with you, and just to reassure you, Chair, we're currently identifying a modern slavery ambassador for every borough, and these officers will get additional awareness training so they can respond to questions and concerns by colleagues at borough level. But you're right, there's no point, those boroughs that can afford it having it and those that can't not having it. So you're right to raise the issue of resources and the link with the quality of service we provide.
And the other point, having spoken to the women who have escaped and who have had to, if you like, launch their own campaign, and they've received support, and I acknowledge the support from the editor of the Evening Standard, yourself and others. Will you keep up the pressure on MOPAC and all bodies that you meet, including the Home Office, to just, say to them that women enslaved is as important as the time and energy we spend regarding smuggling guns and drugs. The smuggling and trafficking of humans has got to be the top priority. Would you agree with me, and will you continue to take that work forward?
I couldn't agree more. And just to reassure you, Chair, one of the reasons why the Modern Slavery Partnership Board was set up was because of the lack of coordination taking place. And you'll be aware that in addition to the, inverted commas, police partners on there, there's also very important partners from the community as well. And it's crucial we provide more information, but also we don't allow this to fall down the list of priorities.
Well, the women involved are relaunching their organisation. I'll make sure you get an invite.
That's very kind, thank you.
Thank you.